Hello folks, so we're out on the Duke again, still running her in. I think we've done about, how many now? 294 miles now, so we're almost halfway there. Couple of weeks to go before the first service, and then after that we get to use all of the revs. Currently I'm restricted to only being allowed to use 6,500 during the running in. In all honesty, that's plenty enough at the moment. It gets up to speed pretty flipping rapidly. It'll still do over a ton, even with just 6,500 revs to play with. So yeah, quite impressed with it so far. As you can see, I've made a little bit of a change. I've taken the screen off the front, just an experiment, just to see what it's like without the screen. I think it's good to test these things, see what you prefer: screen, no screen, taller screen, shorter screen. The screen that I currently have is the Power Parts. Yeah, you stay there, son, thank you. The screen I have at the minute is the Power Parts larger of the two screens that they do. They do a little fly screen and then a taller touring screen. The one I have is the taller touring screen. And what I find is that up to 70 miles an hour, it's absolutely fine. Anything above 70 miles an hour or below 70 with a strong headwind, and all the wind blast is like right here, kind of right in my neck, right in the chin bar of my helmet. On closed private roads, if I do more than 70 miles an hour, I find that unless I duck my head down, it's lifting my helmet up at the front. Sheep ears! Meh! Oh, I wonder if the goats are out today. Anyone behind me? No. Right. Let's have a look, see if the goaty boys are out. We've got sheeps. There they are. Goaty boys. Meh. Brilliant. Yeah, so I'm trying today no screen, to see how no screen goes. I think we might pull in here and do a little bit of a walk round. So far I'm not sure. I think I prefer screen, to be honest. I have also got a little screen extender on order, which clips onto the top of the of whatever screen you're currently using, and can adjust up and down, and has got a bit of angle adjustment on it as well. It's only a cheap thing off eBay. It'll probably be a piece of crap, but we'll see how it goes. That might make a difference. So yeah, today's the experiment with no screen, and then when the extender turns up, I'll have a go with that as well. I've also fitted a dash protector, and I've got a flipping piece of crap behind it just there. Look, made a little bubble, bastard. It's an anti-glare one. I don't know if you can catch that. It's quite sort of matte in its finish. But yeah, got an anti-glare one because on a ride out a week or so ago, I found that when the sunlight was behind me and hitting that, reflecting off, it was, oh mate, it was so blinding, it was unbelievable. So yeah, got myself an anti-glare. Right, let's do a little bit of a walk round. I haven't done many changes to it as yet. There's a few little bits and pieces. I suppose the first things really were I've got the Power Parts swing arm protectors, which now seem to be kind of irrelevant because those bobbins are going to stop that hitting the floor. Anyway, I've got the Power Parts rear swing arm protectors, rear spindle sliders. I've also got the front ones as well, but they're not fitted because they weren't actually in stock when I picked the bike up. They are now in stock, so they're going to be done on the first service. They're going to be fitted, so I'll have those on the front as well. I have a headlight protector, or headlight protectors installed, as you can see. So these hopefully will stop any stone chips or anything on the headlights. Obviously the quad lock for the phone, that's mounted on an upside down ram arm, which is mounted to the mirror stem, and then a little short ram ball mounted to the mirror stem, and then a little short ram arm mounting the quad lock. I have fitted some crash bungs, which some frame sliders, which are quite nice subtle ones. They don't stick out too far, but I think they should stop things hitting the floor in a drop, which will be nice. Obviously, as I've already mentioned, I've got the Evotech paddock stand bobbins. They do a cracking job. Morning. Hello. And also the bag on the back, that's just a cheap Q bag off of Amazon, straps to the back seat. But basically it's a case of taking the rear seat off, unscrewing the actual seat pad, and then strapping the bag base to the seat pad, screwing it back onto the seat base again. And that's pretty much it so far. There's a few other bits and pieces. Oh, I've got the power parts tank protectors on there as well, which were fitted as standard at the dealership. Part of the deal when I bought the bike. I've taken the splash guard off the back because I don't really need it. I don't really ride in the rain. I'm hoping to avoid riding in the rain too much. And that's pretty much it so far. As I say, I have got the screen also at home, and the screen extender is on order as well. I've also got on order a carbon fibre front mudguard extender and some little push rivets to rivet that one with. So hopefully that will stop flinging stuff up the front of the engine. And I've also decided that I'm going to leave the pillion peg brackets on the pillion pegs on there, because they actually work as very effective crash protection. So I've seen in a few photos now. So what I have ordered is the slider pucks, which go into there. Hopefully will stop the actual bars themselves hitting the floor. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, I'm really enjoying her so far. I say, first service coming up soon. It'll be nice to get that done. Then I can use the full power of it. But yeah, so far very, very, very impressed with the machine. Its fit and finish is such of a machine, a lot more expensive than this is. The powder coating of the frame and the swinging arm and the wheels is top notch. It is absolutely superb. The attention to detail is wonderful in some areas. The cable routing is just awesome in places. You look in behind here, it's all cable routed properly. That not so much, but then I've put that crash bung there, which has pulled those out of the way a little bit, pulled them forward. But it is cable routed down there. You've got cable routing on the frame, all along the swinging arm. It's just really, really nicely made. There's, I say, a lot of attention to detail. It's very high quality, and yeah, very happy with it. Cracking machine. And of course, not to forget, Alan. See, the reason I had to buy a KTM was Alan was not happy with the black and yellow Yamaha. I had to buy a bike that apparently matches Alan, so I hope he's now happy. He's black and orange, the bike's black and orange and silver, but you know, black and orange. Did that say Imola on there? I'm sure that sign did. Oh, don't tell me that sign said like twinned with Imola. That would be just ridiculous. I'm going to have to review the footage of that when I get home. It had like, I think it was somewhere French, somewhere German, and then somewhere Italian, and I'm sure the last one was Imola. That'd be ridiculous if it is. Fucking Tiptree, twinned with Imola, innit, mate? Brilliant. Of course, this means we get to do double goats. Double goats, double goats. Goaties! Meh! Goaties! Ah! Now then, if you look carefully here, what you'll see is a coachload of people who've been conned. I think these are all Japanese tourists, and they've been told that this is the Great Loch Ness. This is their coach. And here's Loch Ness, as you can see, and they're all up here with cameras waiting for Nessie. I get a feeling that they're going to be a bit disappointed. See, look, there they are, they're all up there, Japanese tourists waiting for Nessie. Now, unfortunately, the only type of monster they're likely to see in that reservoir is a 12-pound black ribbed knobbler. Yeah, Loch Ness monster, not likely to see that. But a used condom, very likely. Fucking hell. Fucking bastard. Daft bird. Fucking crosshead. You want to bet this hasn't got a fucking crosshead screwdriver in it? How fucking stupid is that? Oh, here's a toolkit, no screwdriver in it though. Brilliant.